To the people who told me she was dreaming in episode 1, fuck you. They want to arrest that man so bad, it's crazy. Damn, Grandma. It's a little crazy, but I mean, you're not wrong. Acting like we can't see her shadow. And by her full government name? This white old hag is walking her dog and waves. Bitch, if you don't want to look at us, you could have just told us and kept on walking your dog and acting like we didn't exist. Would have been much better than having your eyes tweak out, because I damn sure can tell you that one of these days, you will get stuck like that, looking like a retard. Look, man, you know it's bad when even your wife knew that it fell flat. Little bit of a rant here, but she is so annoying. Kind of related, a little bit unrelated, but whatever. I absolutely hate people who try to fit in when it's not naturally within themselves, and it's even worse when they're doing it towards people that don't even like them or that would never look their way. It's insane how much kids will try to get each other's approval in high school. I think that is one of the most toxic things ever, because when y'all graduate, nobody will remember who the fuck you even were. And then to make it worse, I won't even show this part because I'm not trying to get my copyrighted, of course, by YouTube, because YouTube's being a bitch with that. But a couple of seconds later, she tells her friends who she likes. So she tells her friends who she likes, and they make fun of her for it. So she mimics her voice and then gets the rest of the girls' attention, and then they have some sort of recognition towards her. And I absolutely hate that in people, because 9 times out of 10, the person that you're mocking, you would have been the butt of a different conversation from that same group of people. Then to make it worse, you are perpetually doing it in order to fit in, on top of the fact that you probably also like that guy. All right, anyways, rant's over. Gee, I wonder why she hasn't talked to you. Maybe it's because you don't believe her. You're trying to fit in with the girls that make fun of you. Oh, and then you judged her when she confided in you about something else and then told you not to worry about it. Maybe it's because you're not a real friend. That could be a reason, but hey, you know, what do I know? I'm not part of that friend group. Slap this bitch. I called it. I fucking called it. All you are is a wannabe person who wants to fit in. You're not loyal to your friend. Hell, you're not even loyal to the people you're trying to fit in with. She doesn't even know who she really wants to be. She just needs to shut the fuck up.
Concept of time, Mr. Hanlon?
You mean, like, relativity?
I don't think she liked that very much.
For fuck's sake.
I suppose I do really stick out around here.
Gosh, I didn't mean it that way. It's just...
Yeah, buddy, that's just called straight up bullying. Great. Now everyone's looking at you crazy. All right, another little rant here, but woman, you're crazy. Like, I get it. You were an activist and all that back at home, but even without knowing that Pennywise exists, you have to know that some people in this town are a little bit racist, or just racist, or they just plain don't like black people, as you have clearly seen in your own neighborhood. And of course, you've seen how the town reacts when a white kid attacks a white kid. So I don't even know why you want to venture that area, but whatever. So why would you want to explore testing the waters with these kids' parents and then putting that target on your son's back where he's at school and has the likelihood that he won't be protected? I'm just saying. Like, I get it, your maternal instincts are kicking in, but that's just logically not a smart move for the position that y'all are currently in.
You guys stop fighting?
We're not fighting.
Are you sure?
We're talking.
Being born again or drowned or whatever the hell the fuck is going on right here is crazy. Yeah, that's pretty fucking disgusting. Daddy's home, or at least he wants to take you to his home.
Just Derry. Do your job.
I mean, if you want him arrested because he's a Negro, you can just say that.
Birds out here. Got myself some special privileges.
My ass.
Oh.
Straight to quarters.
Well, he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him.
That was disgusting, but a smooth transition. Can someone please explain to me why the fuck she thinks she would want to sit with her? Granted, she wasn't outside the school the previous day when she was making fun of that girl's crush, but I guarantee you that's exactly what she would do if she was sitting at that table in order to fit in. She is a sleaze bag. Isn't it ironic that when you're exposed, suddenly there's no smiles, no frills, as long as you can embarrass somebody else and use that as leverage to get popularity. It's fine, but when it happens to you, you are stealing her spotlight, the leader of this cult, and you don't feel the same way. Again, sorry in advance that I can't play much of this. YouTube copywriting, it's a bitch. But in this scene, he's basically gaslighting her and pressuring her into indirectly pointing the finger at the father. And because of this, like how this dialogue is, he's basically saying to her, oh, people are hearing things, and things happen whenever people hear things and rumors fly. Everybody knows that she used to be in the mental institution. So if her story is true, then all fingers will point to her, and she'll have to be, of course, sent back, right? But either way it goes, right? He's gaslighting her indirectly to blame the father, and it's absolutely heinous. Now, again, I will say that I have watched this. Like at the time that I'm making this voice recording, I've obviously already watched the show, but the way that they film this portion. I know in episode 1, like her mother's in the bathroom and wants her to go see her father's gravesite. But the way that they do this scene makes you completely forget that she has anybody else. Like it seems like it's just herself, because normally, we all know, hey, if a child is being investigated or arrested, whatever the case is, by the police, an adult, a parent, a guardian in some capacity has to be involved, right? And so I don't really understand why her mother isn't there. I mean, I do, right? We're trying to coerce her to get the story out the way. But I don't understand it because this is 100% illegal, right? However, on his end, I do get it, right? He's being pressured by the city. And I'm not going to say that I agree with his actions, but I do understand it. Again, I'm not saying I agree with his actions, but I do understand it.
Back to Juniper Hill.
What?
Check you in for an evaluation just a couple of days.
I'm just saying, but Pennywise had to be in his best era during segregation and at the end of the civil rights era, because I know towards the end of the civil rights, he absolutely hated it. Actually, let me not finish that. We're just gonna leave that thought alone. USA government, CIA, we did just ignore that.
What did you tell them?
What? You come all this way to chicken out? Hey, what the heck?
Don't be rash.
Okay, so again, YouTube copyright. I'm gonna do my best to explain the scene and kind of hash what we're talking about here. But in this scene, if you guys remember from episode 1, of course, he was attacked in his room. They pointed a gun at him. So this gun that he's pulling out is the same gun that was used against him, against his said perpetrators, right? And the reason why he's bringing it is because only certain soldiers had this gun when they were deployed and active, and it's a very hard gun to utilize. It's hard to shoot, control, right? Even a cock back so you can load a round into the chamber, right? And he knew that this guy did not shoot it, or was not one of the guys in the room, because of the few people that actually had the gun, right? So that's why he puts it out there. And pretty much, long story short, he baits him into grabbing the gun, and of course we see him completely fucking up here, like just horrendously. And that automatically, proves that this guy has never ever handled this weapon in his life. I told y'all he's a fucking manipulator. I told you. All he does is manipulate people in everything that he is in. He's a piece of shit. Not the actor, just his characters. I want to clarify that. Anyways, he tells them that the attack on him was a test, right? He's been looking for a guy like him because he has not shown any fear during the war, and he didn't show any fear when he was being attacked. So now he's in the fold if he will accept it.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
All right, look, she has got to know by now that she's tripping balls and that she needs to get out of there. And Pennywise has got you to the point of breaking down in front of the store and looking crazier. Yeah, it's time to go home, pack it up. They're trying to weaponize the clown. I mean, not like we didn't kind of see that coming, but it is hilarious that they actually are going through that. Now, don't get me wrong. When we saw the trailer with the military in it, we for sure figured out that they were probably going to try to control or weaponize him. I just think that it's highly funny because, I mean, look, we already know that the military is never going to have full control of this. Pennywise, now at the end of the day, they probably will have like a very fleeting moment of control of Pennywise, but it will never be totality control of Pennywise. And that is something funny to kind of think about because everybody's getting massacred on that base. What a great freaking find. After all of this digging, they have finally found something. Now, here are my final thoughts. I don't think it was a crazy good episode, right? I do think they gave us, a little bit more information, of course, per usual, but I don't think it did anything crazy or amazing or fantastic. The show is off to a very healthy start with these first 2 episodes. It's just enough to initially intrigue you. But what do you think of episode 2? Were there certain parts that you liked, you disliked, you had favorite characters so far? What are you looking forward to in the series? As always, I appreciate everybody's support and look forward to episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 reactions. And I will try to get these out on a more prompt basis, like meaning before the next episode. Thank you. We're going on a trip to our favorite big house, zooming through the city, Arkham Asylum. Climb aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to find, like drugs and needles. For the record, I'm not a singer, so if y'all's ears are bleeding red, I am not responsible. I tried to warn y'all, nobody wants to listen. If you love Marvel, DC, or your classic cartoons, join my Discord community. We have over 300 members, and we dive into discussions on the latest movies like Superman, current shows such as Invincible, and all things related to movies and shows. Catch our theater nights every Saturday and game nights on Fridays. I'd love to have you there. It's the perfect place for those who like to discuss and discover cinema. To join our community, simply click the link in the description, select your roles, and you're in. I hope to see you there.